All right, so boom. So my boy get his car fixed. He had to file an insurance claim to get his car fixed, and everything was good, right? So cut to some weeks that went by at this point, you know, since he got the, the car got keyed all up and everything like that. So, like I said earlier, I can see him. I saw him just falling deeper and deeper and deeper in love. And I'm like, oh, damn, it's getting worse. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, any real dude, you know, somebody come over, you messing with a chick, and her dude come over there, her boyfriend come over there, and he follow you to Cedar Point, and he key your car up at Cedar Point. You know, you're gonna kill that noise. You killing that relationship. It's done. Nah, but he couldn't. He couldn't get enough. You know. So, you know, some weeks that went by, and we back at the crib or whatever, and we chilling. And then he ended up. I think he worked like he was working night shift at that time, right? So. It had to be, no, it wasn't night shift. It was like second shift or whatever. Because I remember him getting off and like around what time it was when this happened. So one day, something happened a few weeks after that where he went to work and I was at the house chilling. And then eventually I had fell asleep. And he popped in the house or whatever at, I don't know what time it was, where he was going through whatever. So I'm in my room, I'm in there knocked out. I'm knocked out in my sleep. So one thing that I always did before I went to sleep was I made sure that I locked my door. You know, it's just this thing, you know, I don't know if you're one of those people that do that. I lock my door, boom, and I lock my other door. So I lock myself in the room because I don't know, I got this fear. I don't want nobody walking in on me while I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there knocked out. I don't want to wake up and somebody standing over me, right? So I'm in my room knocked out, and next thing I know, I feel somebody doing this. I think I'm dreaming. I open my eyes and I'm like, oh, I'm like, hey man, what you doing in my room, bruh? He said, and he's standing there on Everything I Love, this voice right here. Yeah, hey man, my bad, man. Like, man, listen, man, I was at work today, man, and I was calling her and texting her all day, man, and she ain't answering her phone, man. With that voice right there, hey, man, I was calling and texting her all day, man, and she ain't answering her phone, man. And I'm sitting there in my bed like, what? Hey, what, like, but I knew, I'm like, oh, I see where he at. I see where he at. Y'all know how I always be like, oh, when something just hurt, right? So I was looking at him. I'm like, all right, what you want me to say? What you wanted me to do? You know, like I don't get it. Y'all ain't gonna believe what he asked me, man. He said, hey man, can you ride over there with me, man? Because I just need to figure out what's going on. I just been texting her and calling her all day, man. And she just like stopped responding to my messages and she ain't answering none of my calls. And in my mind, the whole time I'm thinking to myself, I wanted to say, maybe she at home with her boyfriend and that's why she ain't answering the calls and texts. This dude then fell so deep in love with her that he set an expectation for her. He expected her to answer every one of his calls and every one of his text messages whenever he said something to her. I was like, what are we doing here? He's like, hey man, you think you can ride over there with me, man? Because I just want to check and see if she okay. Nah, bro, you ain't trying. He wasn't trying to see if she was okay. He literally was trying to stalk her. And I'm like, dang, you for real? So out of, you know, just like he was my best friend, so I'm just like, damn, this dude, he's spiraling out of control, man. I'm like, I can let him go on this mission by himself, or I can go with him. Stay tuned for the rest, man.